just to put food on the table. His mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln, filled their humble home with love despite having almost nothing. For young Abraham, life was never easy. Instead of toys, he held farming tools. Instead of comfortable classrooms, he worked in the fields. Instead of dreaming about success, he dreamed about survival. No one could have imagined that this quiet little boy would one day change the course of American history. Then tragedy struck. When Abraham was only 9 years old, his beloved mother became seriously ill. Within days, she passed away. The loss broke the young boy's heart. The warmth that had once filled their small cabin suddenly disappeared. For a child already surrounded by poverty, losing his mother felt like losing the entire world. But sometimes, life's greatest pain creates the strongest people. Months later, Abraham's father remarried. His stepmother, Sarah Bush Lincoln, noticed something extraordinary about the quiet young boy. While other children spent their free time playing, Abraham searched for books. Books became his escape, his comfort, his greatest treasure. The family owned almost nothing, yet Abraham treasured every page he could find. He borrowed books from neighbors, walked miles just to read, and often stayed awake late into the night, with nothing more than candlelight. He taught himself history, mathematics, science, law, anything he could get his hands on. He had less than a year of formal education, yet his hunger for knowledge was greater than that of students attending the finest schools. Every book he finished built another step toward a future nobody could yet see. Because Abraham Lincoln believed something that would define his entire life, your circumstances do not decide your future. Your decisions do.
The man who refused to quit. For most people, poverty becomes an excuse. But for Abraham Lincoln, it became his greatest motivation. Every difficult day taught him resilience. Every obstacle made him stronger, and every failure prepared him for something much greater. As Abraham entered adulthood, life remained far from easy. He worked wherever he could, splitting wooden rails, farming endless fields, loading cargo onto boats, working as a shopkeeper, and later serving as a postmaster in a small town. None of these jobs brought him wealth, but each one taught him something priceless. He learned how ordinary people lived. He listened to their struggles. He understood their hopes, their fears, and their dreams. Without realizing it, the poor farm boy was quietly becoming a leader. Yet Abraham wanted something more. He wanted knowledge. He wanted purpose. He wanted to make a difference. But there was one problem. He had no money for college. No university would shape his future, so he made an extraordinary decision. He would educate himself. Day after day, night after night, he studied books borrowed from anyone willing to lend them. History, philosophy, politics, and especially law. There were no professors guiding him, no expensive classrooms, only determination and countless hours of self-study. Years later, his hard work paid off. Abraham Lincoln became a lawyer. It was an unbelievable achievement for someone who had almost no formal education. Soon, people began to notice something different about him. He wasn't the richest lawyer. He wasn't the most powerful, but he was honest. His integrity earned him a nickname that would stay with him forever. Honest Abe. People trusted his words because they knew he never spoke for personal gain. He spoke for justice, but success still refused to come easily. Lincoln entered politics, filled with hope and dreams of serving his country. Reality was much harsher. He lost elections, again and again. Each defeat hurt. Each rejection was painful. Friends questioned his future. Critics laughed at his ambitions. Many believed his political career was already over. Most people would have walked away. Most people would have accepted defeat. But Abraham Lincoln refused, because deep inside, he believed that failure was never the opposite of success. It was part of the journey. Every defeat taught him something new. Every setback made him wiser. Every disappointment strengthened his character. Years passed. His speeches became stronger. His ideas became clearer. His reputation continued to grow. People no longer saw only a poor farmer's son. They saw a man of wisdom, integrity, and courage. Then, in the year 1860, after decades of struggle, sacrifice, and countless failures, the impossible finally happened. the boy who once studied beside a candle, the man who had failed more times than most people could imagine, was elected the 16th President of the United States of America. But becoming president was not the end of his journey. It was only the beginning, because America was about to enter its darkest chapter. Abraham Lincoln's story is more than the story of a president. It is the story of a man who refused to let poverty define his future, who refused to let failure destroy his dreams, and who proved that true leadership is built through courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. More than 2 centuries after his birth, his legacy continues to inspire people around the world, because history doesn't remember those who had the easiest lives. It remembers those who had the courage to change them. This was the untold story of Abraham Lincoln. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Storique Originals for more untold stories that change the world.